What's up, everybody? Name code Dustin here. If you're hoping for a football video, we got some football news. So we're on Kickstarter. You guys have probably heard about Kickstarter, and ladies have probably heard about Kickstarter. If you search Fantasy Football University, go to fantasysmacktalk.com. We're going to have a link there as well. So we're basically trying to get some funding for an app. It's a how-to guide for everything fantasy football, from draft, in-season moves, all that good stuff. Help us out.
Need help getting it up there. Lots of stuff in there. 60-day campaign. So check it out.
This video you clicked on not to hear us beg you for money. You want to know about shortstops. So you start telling them about shortstops.
Tier 1, I mean, it's been these three guys for each of the last 3 or 4 years. Is your A1, AB, or 1A, 1B. It's who do you like more? But with what Hanley did last year in his limited at-bats, he looked like the Hanley of old. So that's why we got him at 1, too low at 2, but you can't go wrong.
All right, tier 2, there's a lot of speed in this tier, but we're gonna highlight 2 people. The first one's Desmond with the Nationals. 20 bombs, 20 bags. We said he was gonna do it last year. He did it. He just kind of did one of these things. Next one, I want to really talk about Segura out there with the Milwaukee Brewers. You know, a lot of hype about this kid. He's only 23 years old. His stats for the year were pretty solid, but if you got to really look at the split stats, you know, first half of the year, 325, 11 bombs, 27 bags.
Pretty good.
Ridiculous. Second half of the year, post All-Star break, 241 average, 17 bags, 1 home run.
Not very good.
His ADP's 30 right now. That's too high. It's got bust kind of written on it, so don't be drafting this guy at the end of the second, third round, whatever. It's just a little bit scary. That's all that we're saying.
I wouldn't say bust. I would say overvalued.
Overvalued. Thank you. You just saved me a lot of hate.
Tier 3 starts out with one of the biggest prospects in baseball, and that's Brad Miller. This youngster has a lot of talent. He has potential to do it across the board. You know, this is going to be his first full season of at-bats, so we'll see what he can do. A lot of upside with him, though. And then Everett Cabrera is another guy I wanted to talk about. You know, he's not going to hit for much power. He'll have a decent average, but the speed is the story here. He can run really fast. So as long as he's getting on base, he's going to steal bases for you. He could even flirt with leading the league in stealing bases this year. Flirt.
Tier 4. When you're at this point in the draft, obviously you're in a really deep league. You're looking for backups. So 2 guys I want to highlight. First one's Jed Lowry out there with the Oakland Athletics. Going to give you a little bit of pop and a decent average, or you can go for like a J.J. Hardy type, not as good as an average, but a lot more pop. So just kind of a side note to this, why I want to highlight those 2 guys and their differences. Whenever you're later in the draft, really look at your league settings and make sure you're drafting guys with the upside that's really going to help out your settings.
And the last tier, still a decent amount of talent in the last tier as far as, you know, guys with some upside. You know, Chris Owings is a guy with Arizona that, you know, another really one of the bigger shortstop prospects that's out there. Last year in the minors, batted .330 with over 50 extra base hits. And it looks like he's going to have, you know, a lot of at-bats this year. He certainly has some potential. And then another guy is Jonathan Villar for Houston. Not going to give you much power. Might not bat for the best average, but could definitely be a speed specialist for you late in the draft. Crinkle your paper. Check out all our tiers and rankings. Our cheat sheet will be up on the website shortly, so check that out. Help us out. That wasn't bad. At least you hit something.
I hate this guy so
help
much.
us out with Kickstarter. If we've ever given you any piece of advice, remember back, any piece of good advice.
Yeah, don't remember the bad stuff.
Don't remember the bad stuff, but we do need some help getting the app up there. Name over here, Dustin right here. Let's see this one.
It's not even crumpled.
Oh, 2. What popped?
My hands hitting each other.